Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Green. We're doing another Read the Bible in 1 year, day 11, Genesis 32 through 34. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell. That way you get updated whenever I post a new video. Like the video and comment. Even if the comment's a thumbs up, a hi, thank you, whatever it is. Remember, I'm dyslexic and I stutter, so sometimes I get stumbled up on big words, so just bear with me. And here we go. Genesis chapter 32. And Jacob went on his way, and the angel of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother, into the land of Seir, in the city of the country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, "Thus shall we speak unto the Lord Esau. Thy servant Jacob saith thus, and have sojourned with Laban, and stayed there until now. And I have oxen, and asses, and flocks, and manservants, and womenservants, and I have sent to tell the Lord that I may find grace in thy sight." And the messenger returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to thy brother Esau, and also he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him." Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and the herds and the camels, into 2 bands. And said, "If Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape." And Jacob said, "O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, and Lord which said unto me, Return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal with thee. I am not worthy of the least of the mercies, and all the truth which thou hast showed unto me, the servant, for with my staff I possess over Jordan, and now I am become 2 bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother of my children. And thou doest, I will surely do good, and make thee seed as the sands of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude." And he lodged there that same night, and took that which came to his hand a present for Esau his brother, 200 she-goats and 20 he-goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 milch camels and their colts, 40 kine and 10 bulls, 20 she-asses and 10 foals. And he delivered them to the hand of a servant, every drove by himself, and said unto a servant, "Pass over before me, and put a space betwixt drove and drove." And he commanded the foremost, saying, "When Esau my brother meeteth thee, and asketh thee, saying, Who art thou? And whither goest thou? And he go, and to those who go, and whose are these before thee? Then thou shalt say, Thou be my servant Jacob. It is a present sent from my lord Esau, and behold, also he is behind us." And so commanded he the second and the third, and followed the droves, saying, "On this manner shall we speak unto Esau, where you find him. And say moreover, Behold, thy servant Jacob is behind us, for he shall say, I will please him with the present that goeth before me, and afterward I will see thy face, peradventure he will accept of me." So went the present over before him, and present lodging that night in the company. And he rose up that night, and took his 2 wives, and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the forge of brook. And he took them, and set them over the brook, and set over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and was wrestled a man with him till the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevaileth not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, and he wrestled with him. And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And he said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me." And he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for a prince hast thou power with God, and with men it hast prevailed." And Jacob asked him and said, "Tell me, I pray thee, thy name." And he said, "Wherefore is that dost ask after my name?" And he does bless them there. And Jacob called the name of the place Pele, for I have seen God's face to face, and my life is preserved. And he passed over Pele, and the sun rose up against him, and he halted in his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel eat not the suet which sunk, which is upon the hollow of the thigh to this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh and the sinew that shrank. Genesis chapter 33. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came with him 400 men. He divided the children unto Leah and unto Rachel and unto 2 handmaids. And he put the handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost. And he passed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times, until he came near to his brother. And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him, and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the women and the children, and said, Who are these with thee? And he said, The children which God has graciously given thy servant. Then the handmaids came near, and they their children, and they bowed themselves. And Leah also with her children came near and bowed themselves. And after came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. And he said, What meanest thou by all the drove which I met? And he said, These are my fine grace in the sight of my Lord. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother, keep that thou hast to thyself. And Jacob said, Nay, I pray thee, for if now I found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face, and though I seen the face of God, and thou wast pleased with me. Take, I pray thee, my blessing that is brought to thee, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, and he took it. And he said, Let us not take our journey, and let us not go, and I will go before thee. And he said unto him, My Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and the herds with young are with me. And if thou men shalt overdrive them one day, the flock will die. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will leave out softly, according to the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure, until I come to my Lord to Seir. And Esau said, Let me now leave with thee some of the folk that are with me. And he said, That what needeth it? Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. So Esau returned that day on his way to Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, and brought him a house, and made booths for his camel. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. And Jacob came to Shalem, the city of Shalem, which is in the land of Canaan, which he came from Padan-aram, and pitched his tent before the city. And he bought the parcel of a field where he had spread his tent, in the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. And he erected there an altar, and called it El-Harad Israel. Genesis chapter 34. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem the son of Hamor the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her, and laid with her, and defiled her. And his soul clave to Dinah the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel, and spoke kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spoke unto his father Hamor, saying, Give me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now his sons are with the cattle of the field. And Jacob held his peace until they were to come. And Hamor the father of Shechem went out to Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they had heard it. And the men were grieved, and they were wroth, because he had wrought folly on Israel, in lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. And Hamor communed with them, saying, The soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give him to wife. And make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade therein, and get your possession therein. And Shechem said to her father and to her brother, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give. Ask me so much dowry and gift, and I will give according to ye shall say unto me, but give me the damsel to wife. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, Because thou dost defile Dinah their sister. They said unto them, We cannot do this thing, to give our sister to the one that is uncircumcised, for that was an approach unto us. But in this we will consent to you, if you will be as we, and every man be of you be circumcised. Then I will give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and you will become one people. But if you will not hearken unto us and be circumcised, then will be taken our daughters, and we will be gone. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem Hamor's son. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he has delighted Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came to the gate of the city, and communed with the men of the city, saying, These men are peaceful with us, therefore let them dwell on the land, and trade therein. If the land, behold, is large enough for them, let us take their daughters to us for our wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only herein will these men concede to us for to dwell with us, to be one people, if every man among us is circumcised, and as they are circumcised. Shall not the cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours? Only let consent to them, because they dwell with us. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem his son heareth all that we went to the gate of the city, and every male was circumcised, all that went out the gates of the city. And it came to pass the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Danah's brethren, took each man his sword, and came upon the city boldly, and slew all the males. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Danah out of Shechem's house, and went out. And the sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sisters. They took their sheep, and their oxen, and their asses, which were in the city, and that which was in the field. And all their wealth, and all their little ones, and all their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, Ye have troubled me to make me stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And I being in number, they shall gather themselves together against me, and slay me, and shall be destroyed, I and my house. And they said, Should he deal with our sister as with a harlot? Well, guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell when you get updated for new videos coming out. Like the video and also comment, even if it's a hello, thank you, thumbs up, whatever. I'm going to put a couple links on the screen. The bottom right is going to be the Read the Bible in 1 year. The top left is going to be a playlist that should be relevant to this. And the bottom left is going to be a video YouTube thinks you're going to like. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.